Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. The bird's a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. Bird is a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. The bird's a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird. The bird's a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. The bird's a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. Well, a bird is a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird. The bird's a word. Oh, well, don't you know about the bird? Well, everybody knows that the bird is a word. Oh, well, a bird,
Aircraft will win
bird.
RTD. Out.
Hey, this is Seb, and the latest Arma 3 CDLC, SOG Prairie has been out for a little bit over a month now. If you don't know yet, SOG Prairie is a Vietnam DLC that has been made by third-party developers as official DLC for Arma 3. Savage Game Design is behind this fantastic take on Vietnam, and me and many of my friends has been playing this and enjoying everything it has to offer. In my opinion, this is a great DLC for a game that is starting to show its age. But nonetheless, if you're really into Vietnam content, this is something you should really consider. Therefore, in this video, we're going to take a look at 10 reasons why you should purchase and play SOG Prairie. The Arma 3 community is one of the best and most creative in the PC gaming genre. The modding scene is filled with talented artists, and Savage Game Design was able to pick up some of the best mod makers and creative people out there to help them realize the Vietnam experience. Making this DLC so tightly with select community members has brought with it a lot of quality of life at launch. Details such as game mode, compatibility for Anti-Stasi, King of the Hill, Battle Royale and Liberation and so on, already being ready and functioning at launch is fantastic, and I think it speaks volumes about Savage Game Design being in touch with the Arma 3 community. When working on this DLC, the devs have been working with military consultants that are in fact Vietnam veterans. These veterans were members of SOG and other units involved with SOG. Their stories and guidance is what, in my opinion, makes the foundation of this DLC, and is what makes it the most authentic DLC I've seen in any game as of late. You can definitely tell that the co-op story is directly influenced by these veterans and their stories. This brings with it levels of detail that raise the bar significantly for what a creator DLC can be for Arma. If you have played modded Arma, you have almost certainly played on a map from Icebreaker. Cam Lao Nam spans across 300 square kilometers of tropical terrain. Cam Lao Nam includes parts of Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam. It is the second tropical themed terrain to be added to Arma 3 after the Apex expansion introduced Tanoa. Icebreaker and the team has created a massive map with great locations and a true sense of scale. The map fits perfectly with the game mode that follows the DLC called Might Force, and it's something that creators are going to use to make their scenarios on for a long time going forward. The jungle is dense, and it fits the setting perfectly. This CDLC introduces over 50 new weapons with animations, melee and audio, over 50 new vehicles and static weaponry. There is enough new things in the arsenal for players to toy with for months to come. And many of the new additions are also versatile, so you can use them in modern scenarios as well as other projects. I know I will be using SOG gear for my machinima in the future, so keep a lookout for that. The quality of the assets is also very high overall, and I have enjoyed every second using them in the jungle of Cam Lao Nam. There are a handful of missions available with SOG Prairie. The missions are intended to be played exclusively in co-op, with up to 14 human-controlled allies. It's the first co-op only campaign for Arma 3 and is also the first creator DLC to feature a campaign that isn't structured or designed for single player. The missions all have story elements that allows for the game to showcase all of the new cool additions. From the first mission, you get tracked in the jungle while trying to infiltrate an enemy camp to place down spiked ammo boxes. Or another mission where you have to snatch Viet Cong officers on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. It's absolutely best to play this as a group. The main unit you play as is the Military Assistance Command Vietnam Studies and Observations Group, or Macv-SOG. This group was a highly classified, multi-service United States Special Operations unit that did covert and unconventional warfare prior and during the Vietnam War. Established in 1964, the unit conducted strategic reconnaissance missions in South Vietnam and North Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. They captured enemy soldiers, rescued downed pilots, conducted rescue operations to retrieve prisoners of war, as well as conduct clandestine activities and psychological operations. The stories from the developer interviews makes playing this CDLC from the perspective of this unit incredibly interesting and immersive. Micforce brings new and fun game elements to Vietnam. Base building, massive scale combat, advanced logistics, and so on. This game mode has quickly become popular among old Arma fans as well as new players alike. The Micforce mission is also available on Steam, now in beta. If there is any drawbacks, it's probably the performance if you're not running a dedicated servers with headless clients. But regardless, Micforce is an excellent new addition to the Arma sandbox, and it's a blast to play. SOG Prairie brings with it new game modules that we can use in our scenarios. Personally, I was very pleasantly surprised to discover a brand new cinematic camera module to create intros for your missions, and of course the logistics and tracker modules that I have mentioned here before. Here is an example of what I was able to achieve using the new cinematic camera module just in 2 days. The module like this brings a lot of opportunities to the player, and it's certainly something I wished more people knew about. The game modules makes Arma a lot more dynamic, and I think we can see a lot more creative use of the modules in time going forward. The music, the mood, the gear and the style, the Vietnam experience hits a bit different and people are loving it. Many of my favorite war movies takes place in Vietnam, and when this game puts you alone in the jungle, surrounded, where you have to call in prairie fire, and then having jets roar over your head as napalm gets dropped, it's very exciting, and SOG Prairie succeeds in immersing you in this experience. It may be one of the better Vietnam experiences I've had to date, but I will say there aren't enough Vietnam games as of late, so SOG Prairie is very much welcome. SOG Prairie is only $24 to pick up from Steam. If you don't already own Arma 3, don't worry, it goes on sale very often, so you have plenty of chances to strike a bargain. The price for content you receive is well worth it in my opinion, as there is something for everyone in this CDLC. If you like playing co-op, you like game modules in the editor, or you make machinima like myself. Do yourself a favor and try this out, as Arma 3 is still to be supported for many more years. That was 10 reasons for you to pick up and play SOG Prairie. I hope I made a convincing case for you to give this CDLC a go. If not, I suggest you check out this interview between the devs and one of the SOG veterans and make your decision after you've done that. As always, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and comment below what your favorite part about SOG Prairie is. I'll see you in the next video. That's all from me. Stay safe.